Hello viewers and welcome back to Rain City Wrench. I'm working on a 17 Explorer and the customer states their air conditioning is not working very good. It kind of is in and out. I've already checked this thing out. It doesn't have a leak. It's full on refrigerant, but I've got a bad Evap temperature sensor. I just hopped in it. It's been sitting inside the shop overnight. So I'm going to look at these sensors before I pull this dash out. So we'll look at unfiltered external temp status, evap temperature, and interior temperature. They should all be fairly close. Yeah, and look at this. We got external temp 71.6, internal 71.6, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but evap temperature 30.2 degrees. Looked like it flickered up to 32 for a split second. But that's the problem. If these evap temperature sensors fail, a lot of times they will read below freezing, even at ambient temperature, and then that fools the computer, and it thinks the evaporator is going to freeze up, so it doesn't turn the AC compressor on. So the next step I got to do is pull this dashboard out. Here's what I'm going to install. Ford's calling this a climate control housing. And on the box here it says evaporator. So they don't have just the temperature sensor, evaporator temperature sensor sold separately. You got to buy the whole housing. Makes sense. And you got to pull the entire instrument panel to do this service. And these things weigh a metric ton. So here's the sensor right there. Just rams into the fins in this evaporator. Well, let's get started on this. It's going to be a long day. Removing the upper intake manifold yields easy access to the two heater hoses, the thermal expansion valve, and then there's 3 bolts that go through the firewall underneath the cowl panel. Make sure you don't forget to take those out if you got to pull one of these dashboards. The workshop manual, they want you to pull the dashboard out and service it, but this thing weighs so much and it's so hard to squeeze out. You can just roll it back on its face and service it inside the vehicle. I've got a heavy moving blanket down on the floor that I've put the dashboard on, and I'm just going to service it right inside the vehicle and then just tilt it forward and bolt it back up when I'm done. Well, I just got this thing completely back together. Let's check it out. See how we did. External temp 69.8, internal 75.2, pretty close. Evap temp 73.4. That did the trick. This air conditioning should work real nice now. What a pain in the butt. All that for one little tiny sensor. Crazy. Okay, I just turned the AC on. It says AC clutch engaged, AC request yes. Evap temperature 73.4 still. There it's dropping. Hopefully you can see this. Get it in real close. There, the air is starting to get cooler. That's 53. Still AC clutch is engaged. Request yes. Evap temp at 48 now. Yeah, this thing's getting cool fast. Yeah, the compressor would have already cycled off long ago. It stayed on for like 2 seconds and just go right off. That's if it would even come on. 35.6. Compressor still hasn't kicked off. I'm in the shop too. It's a little cooler in here, so it should kick off faster. But no, it's still on. Nice and cool. Feels good in here. Well, that fixed it up. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.